Be honest with me for a second. Have you opened your portfolio lately, looked at your altcoins, and thought, did I miss alt season? Did I screw this up? And what am I supposed to do now? If that's you, this video is for you. Hey, this is Colin. I help beginners cut through all the hype, cut through all the noise, and learn how to build real crypto wealth using simple macro strategies and a conviction based portfolio. After going through my own hard learned lessons in this market, I decided to do things differently with discipline, clarity, and long term purpose. And now I'm building wealth the right way and helping others do the same along with my journey, not chasing hype, but by stewarding opportunity. If you're here to build something real and not just gamble, you're in the right place. And today we're talking about one of the most common and one of the most emotionally heavy pain points that I see today. Feeling like you missed alt season, your bags are down, and you don't know what to do next. You're not alone. And you're not broken. Let me start here because this matters. If you're feeling frustrated, confused, doubting yourself, questioning your portfolio, wondering if you made the wrong moves, that doesn't mean that you failed. It means that you're human and you're in what I call the mid-cycle confusion zone. Here's the truth that most people won't say out loud. A lot of people feel like they missed alt season, not just beginners and not just retail. Even experienced investors are questioning positioning right now. Why? Because this cycle hasn't been clean. It hasn't been obvious. It hasn't followed that perfect textbook script. And when markets don't behave cleanly, the mind starts to fill in gaps with fear. So if you're beating yourself up, pause. Nothing is wrong with you. Let's talk about this. Why the macro picture is still unclear. This is where most people make mistakes because they force a narrative too early. Right now, we are not in a full-blown euphoric parabolic market bull run right now, but we are also not in a confirmed deep bear market either. We are somewhere in between. Liquidity has been inconsistent, uneven, on again, off again, and that creates choppy, frustrating price action, especially for altcoins. So this is why you hear alt season is finished. It already happened. Alt season is canceled. Crypto's dead again. But historically, this mid-cycle uncertainty, it's the phase where strong projects get shaken out, weak conviction gets flushed out, and impatient money rotates emotionally, which leads perfectly into my next point, the danger zone, emotional decisions now. This is where portfolios get destroyed. See, when people feel stuck, they often do one of three different things. Number one, panic, rotate into something else that is pumping. Number two, sell strong assets at the low out of frustration. Or number three, just completely abandon their strategy and start guessing. This is how people sell bottoms, miss the real rotations later, and lock in losses unnecessarily. Here's a key truth that I live by now. You don't lose because price is down. You lose when you abandon conviction without a plan. Now, that doesn't mean blindly holding everything forever. It means you act intentionally, not emotionally. So let's talk about some smart options, not reactions. Here are some strategic options for when you're holding bags that are down. Now note this, there's not one size fits all answer here, but there is a framework that you can follow. So the four strategic paths, all depending on you and your situation. Not telling you what you need to do, however, just giving you some options, some choices that you can make yourself. Number one, you can hold. You can hold and wait for the rotation. This is the conviction portfolio logic. If you've been building a conviction-based portfolio, which is what I teach, using red, yellow, and green buckets, then if your altcoins are strong, fundamentally still aligned with long-term narratives, they're projects that you'd buy again when prices are down, then holding what you have is a strategy. It's not just doing nothing. Rotation doesn't happen evenly. It happens in waves. And many strong altcoins, they won't make their moves until liquidity expands, Bitcoin stabilizes, and sentiment shifts. You see, patience is a strategy. Patience is a position right here, right now. It's not a weakness. Next, your option number two, what you can do is a light rotation. A light rotation into strength if you are overexposed in certain assets. So, if you are way too overly exposed in speculative assets, real speculative altcoins, if you're feeling stressed every time Bitcoin sneezes, or if you're overly extended emotionally, you might consider a light rotation, rotating into some stronger assets. Now, this is not panic selling. Don't panic sell. It's just a light rotation. And this could look like reducing your weaker altcoins, rebalancing towards stronger layer ones like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, AVAX, rotating into the stronger foundational ones, increasing your Bitcoin exposure. You can't go wrong with that. But now, remember, not all at once, not emotionally, must be strategically. And then we have option number three. You can start stacking stablecoins to regain clarity without exiting completely. Sometimes the smartest move is creating some breathing room. If you're unsure, then some stables do give some optionality. Stables reduce stress, and stables let you wait for confirmation. This doesn't mean that you give up on crypto. It means I'm patient and I'm prepared. You see, dry powder, which is stables, dry powder is a position as well. Remember that. Dry powder is a position that you should be holding. And then option number four, selective DCA into undervalued altcoins. These are altcoins that you still do believe in, high conviction. These are altcoins where prices are depressed. The sentiment is negative. However, your conviction still remains intact. Then a light selective DCA into these coins makes sense. You're not chasing any new shiny objects here. You're not adding randomly, but you are reinforcing positions that still make sense for you. They still fit your long-term thesis. They still align with your macro recovery, with what's happening macro when it all really does recover. They're built to last. It all still makes sense when you zoom out. So then, speaking of zooming out, let's remember, zoom out. This here still may be just another mid-cycle confusion and not the end. This is the reminder that I want to leave with you. Cycles do not end quietly. They end with euphoria, mania, parabolic blast-offs, lots of noise. Everyone thinks that they're a genius. And that's not what we're seeing right now here in crypto. In fact, for an example, take a look at this. Or take a look at what's happening right now with gold and silver. Do you see what's happening with gold and silver right now? Everybody is a genius. And they're all buying, a lot of them are just starting to buy gold, just starting to buy silver, and they're telling you that this is where you want to be. Crypto's dead. Crypto sucks. Crypto's failing. Come on over here. Buy gold, buy silver. I told you, I told you, I told you, I told you, I told you. That's what they keep on saying. They're all geniuses and they know everything. They're telling you that crypto is crap and that you should be going and buying gold and silver right now, but it's going up in a straight line. Okay. That's parabolic. That's euphoric. That's mania. And everybody's a genius. And gold and silver is not coming down. It's never going to go back down. You see it all over the place. Well, that there is how it ends. It's the beginning of the end. Now, I'm not telling you that gold and silver is going down tomorrow and it's crashing tomorrow and it's finished, it's done. It may continue to keep on going up for a little while longer, but it ain't going to keep on going up like that forever. It's eventually, very soon, I believe, going to take its turn and you will see crypto go. Did you see that happen in crypto at all over the past while? No, it didn't happen like that. What we are seeing right now in crypto is fatigue, confusion, frustration, and doubts, which historically appears right before clarity, not after it. So yes, we could very well be just on the verge, just on the cusp of crypto about to explode, make that turnaround, make things go, and you're going to see things just surprisingly bust out. Nothing's guaranteed, but I'm telling you, this is how it usually does play out. When you look in history, you look how the markets have historically played out this way. Here's the key. Keep this in mind. This here, I believe this is so important. All right. Don't get caught up in a lot of stuff that's going out there. Right now, your job is not to predict. Your job isn't to predict. It is to stay structured, stay patient, and aligned with conviction. There are many out there that want to, give out their predictions, their prediction points, their prediction price points, all of this. First it's 50, first it's 55,000, then it's 72, then it's 45,000 again, then it's 82, then it's 90, then we're going to 120, and then we're going to go. It's like, seriously? Really? Where are you pulling these numbers out of? Out of a hat? Like, where are you getting them from? I feel like when I'm looking on Facebook, I'm looking on social media, and I see these people doing this. Whenever you see a crypto post, look in the comments right away. You got no description, you got no details, you got nothing there supporting anything, but you got 55,000 first, and that's it. It's like, where'd you get that number from? I feel like I am in one of those games you played as a child with, guess the number. You're picking your teams or whatever, back when we used to play outside as kids in the 80s. It's like you're picking your teams and that, like, pick your number, closest number without going over. Like, all right, I'm going to give you 72,500, right? It's like you're playing a game. It's not our job to be predicting stuff like that. Be positioned, be patient, and just see where we are at. That's all. Play the crypto space the way we need to play it. Now, let's get back on track here. If you are still feeling stuck, unsure what to do with your altcoins, or worried that you missed the boat, the crypto checklist for beginners is perfect to help you get on track. If you have not downloaded that checklist yet, make sure you do so. You can grab the crypto checklist for beginners at cryptocolin.com or use the link down below in the description. And if this video helped you at all, breathe a little bit easier, be able to take a step back, take a look at things, if it helped you at all, you know what to do. I'd appreciate it if you did. Smash the like button, drop me a comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are. If you're not yet subscribed, well, you know what to do. Click subscribe, click the bell so you're notified when the next video is out. Until then, I have some more videos. I got another playlist right about here that I believe you're going to find some value in as well. Head on over there, check out the videos. I'll be there, and bye for now.